See, one thing people don't realize about me is I know some secrets that most people think they know, right? Well, let's get into this. We getting it straight out the Bible, right? This is the Holy Bible, right? King James, right? Don't matter what version you go into. Let's jump on over to Genesis 15, right? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Because, see, it is written, right? It is written, right? You know, all throughout the Bible, all throughout the Bible, all throughout the Bible. Even talk about these dirt bags that's running the world right now. Who is that? Them higher ups, right? Now, let me see if I can turn my camera around. Oh, I guess not. This is out of Genesis 15. Book open, right? We posting this to YouTube. We about to expose some people. You know, call it whistleblowers, right? This is a spiritual seed promised, okay? Now, while I'm about to read this, let me pull up something in the Congress bill. Because, see, this is how the Most High tell his people with understanding, right, what's going on. He said, I will show signs in the earth and in the heavens, and the moon and the sun and the stars, right? He said that. So you're supposed to look for the signs. HR 1242. Because you see, I gave somebody a little bit of, you know, probably cast my pearls before swine, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna go there. We just gonna get this out the book, right? This is after these things, the word of the Lord, and you can go read this. Genesis 15. The word of the Lord came to unto Abram in a vision, saying, Fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and exceeding great reward. And Abram said, Lord God, right? Of course, we know God is a title, right? Lord is a title, right? When you go into the Hebrew coordinates, it says Yahuwah, right? It even states, where is that? Let me see. It even states it in Psalms, right? There was no J in Hebrew. There was no J. Okay, the J is 500, 400 years old, right? We're going to get this, right? We're going to put what he say, right? And I'm going to show you. It's in Psalm 68:4. Oh, what do you know? Let's see what it say here. Sing unto God. Sing praises to his name, not a title. Extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name, Jah. It's really Yah, because once again, there was no Y. There was no J in Hebrew. Okay, it was Y, right? So when you get Yahuwah, you get Yehoshua, right? The Son has to be named after the Father, right? If there was no J, and we know that Rome hit, ransacked the Israelite, the 12 tribes and all the history behind that, right? Because this is history, right? Just like when it states the earth is flat in Genesis and Job and all that, right? We're going to see who actually telling the truth and who is of the Most High and who ain't. So let's just jump on into the promise, Abrams promise. So he said, he brought him forth abroad and said, Look now toward heaven and tell the stars if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, So shall thy seed be. That means this is going to be your children. This is going to be the amount of your descendants. We're going to read the whole chapter because it ain't going to be no misunderstanding about this. And he said, Lord God, whereby shall I, he said, and he believed in the Lord and he counted it to him for righteousness. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees to give thee this land to inherit it. And he said, Lord God, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit it? Where am I supposed to be going so I can know where I can inherit this land? It's very simple, right? So he asking him. So the Most High tell him, this is when they was doing sacrifices back then, when the Most High was asking them for sacrifices back then. Said, take unto me a heifer of 3 years old, a she-goat of 3 years old, a ram of 3 years old, a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. And he took unto him all these things, and divided them in the midst, and laid each piece one against another, but the birds divided he not. And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abram drove them away. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, a horror of a great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety. That means know 100% sure this is going to happen to your seed. Know for a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Also that nation whom they shall serve I will judge, and afterwards they shall come out with great substance. Now, stop there, right? Stop there. Now let's get into this HR 1242, which I told somebody to look up. House of Congress, HR 1242. And what does it state? 400 years. Let's read this. All right, let's read this. Just so you guys know, I ain't spreading no misinformation, no disinformation here. We looking at it, right? 400 years, right? Look at that. You could pause it if you need to, and you could read, right? You could pause that. I'm gonna read it. This bill establishes the 400 years of African American History Commission to develop and carry out activities throughout the United States to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the Africans. No, we're not Africans. We are the children of Israel. See, the deception is that those fake Jews over there, and it's even stated in Revelations 2:9, Revelations 3:9, us real Jews don't even know that we Jews yet. And the ones that are waking up telling y'all that we real Jews, and y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all think it's all some cult, right? This ain't no cult. That mean you saying the Most High words is a cultic, right? Just like you worshiping that false image, right? Look, let's get Daniel 5, right? Daniel 10:5, right? Actually, let's get this Deuteronomy 28, right? Who this happened to, right? Since this is a cult. This is called the Worldwide Dispersion. Deuteronomy 28, verses 65 to 68. And among these nations thou shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling of heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life. In the morning thou shalt say, would God if it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, which in the back, when you look into the Hebrew definition of Egypt, is the word for bondage, right? So he's basically saying, and the Lord shall bring thee into bondage again with ships. This is what it says in the Bible. With ships. Who came over here by ship? Wake up. Who came over here by ship? Whereby where I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Now you go back and you look into the history of Black Friday, and you'll see what the Most High was talking about. Shalom, I'm out.